Hey guys, so I went to my TNA show on Friday. I went with a friend of mine, but anyway, I'm not gonna get into that. Um, it was a pretty good show. It wasn't so. I don't want to say it wasn't as good as the show I went to in September, but I mean, I'd say certain aspects were better, certain aspects weren't, but anyway, I'll get into that later. But it was a very good show, for being at a high school, and it was at a high school. It was at Amsterdam High School in Amsterdam, New York, where I guess the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame is. But anyway, let me kind of get into. I'll tell you a little bit about the show, who was there, what matches they had. Let me just find it. Is it still here? No, they don't have it on anymore. Anyway, yeah, I'm trying to remember who all was there. Obviously Jeff Jarrett was there. He's always at all the shows I know of. He's there. We had Matt Morgan versus the Pope. I think it was Samoa Joe versus Jeff Jarrett. I'm not gonna go through all the matches because I don't remember exactly, but let's see. AJ Styles was there. Robbie E, Cookie, Madison Rayne, Mickey James, Matt Morgan. I think, did I say him? Jeff Jarrett. RVD was there, which I was excited about. I wanted to see him live. Mr. Anderson. I'm trying to remember who else. Maybe that was all. But anyway, it was a pretty good show. The matches were all right. Weren't the best, but for a house show, it was pretty good. And let me just say, I've said this before, guys. For TNA fans, if you get a chance, if they come around anywhere where you live, it's not televised or anything. It is just a house show, because their televised shows are in Florida, and then obviously pay-per-views they have televised, but whatever. But definitely go to one of these shows, and if you do, try to go for, they have like go for the more expensive tickets, which I think are only like $50, but at least the show I went to, they were $50. But you get the whole treatment, I guess you want to say. You get the meet and greet and everything, which is really cool. You basically you're around the ring, obviously behind the protective railing, but whatever. And before the show, all those wrestlers, well, majority of them come out and they walk around, and you get a you can buy a program. I think it's like $2. It was. I have two of them from both shows that I went to. But the wrestlers come around. They have Sharpies in hand, and they sign the books for you. Each page is a different superstar. But anyway, I always thought that was pretty cool. And Don West is always there walking around with different deals for you. He's a really cool guy. You can walk up to him, talk to him, get a picture with him, get his autograph. He's a really cool guy. He is. He's not one of those people who you think is cool on TV and then he turns into a douchebag in person, because he is a really cool guy. And then they also have other signings during intermission, and then at the end of the night, during intermission, the two signings were Matt Morgan and Mickey James, and I got their autographs, which was cool. And then the end of the night, there was another signing later on with Madison Rain, which was cool. I got her autograph again. I got hers last time in September, but I got it again today, or Friday. And then at the end of the night, there was two other signings, which was Jeff Jarrett, obviously, because he does signings at the end of the night at every show. He's always there, till the last fan leaves the venue. He's there signing and taking pictures and stuff. But also Earl Hebner was there, and he had his custom shirts. Says "Damn right I did it" and Hebner on the back for the blanking for a second, but anyway, the Montreal Screwjob, I think it was. But anyway, I got the shirt. I got it signed by him, and I also got a picture with him because I've always wanted to get a picture with him. I was excited to meet him. I know, referee, but whatever. I've always wanted to meet Earl Hebner. But anyway, but yeah, it's definitely worth the money to go. Let's see what else. They also have, during intermission, they'll sell backstage passes. They only have a limited quantity. Usually at shows, like the one in September, they'll have like 50 or so. Unfortunately, this show they only had 20 just because it was a smaller show. I didn't get one because I already had my autograph, so I really didn't need to go backstage, which really wasn't a backstage. It was behind a curtain in a gym, but whatever. But anyway, I did get the AJ Styles special edition action figure that you can only get, I guess, at live shows, and I got it signed by AJ Styles too, which is pretty cool. I also got a Fortune t-shirt. But anyway, another cool thing about this show in particular was they had a bunch of wrestling legends, Hall of Famers and stuff, whatever, coming out. Let's see, LOD was there, which was really cool. That was awesome. I got handshakes from them. Doink the Clown was there. I didn't get to shake his hand because some of them started to walk around shaking hands, but then the security stopped them from. It was weird. I was like, why are you not letting them walk around and shake hands with fans? I don't know. But anyway, it was pretty cool to see some of those guys. I'm not going to go through all of them because there was a bunch of them that were invited there, that showed up. But anyway, what else was I going to talk about? Another cool thing about TNA live shows, these house shows, the main event they always have at the end of the night. Last time I went, it was Jeff Hardy in the ring. This time was even better. It was RVD and Mick Foley. Yeah, Mick Foley was there. I was like, holy shit. But for $20 here, not breaking the bank. This is a really great deal. For $20, you and your whole group, if you go with your family of 10, or if you go by yourself, it's $20 for you or your whole group. Just $20. You get to go in the ring and get your picture taken with whatever superstar they have in the ring at the end of the night. Like I said, this time it was RVD and Mick Foley, which was awesome. Last time was Jeff Hardy, but that's one of the really big perks of going to a TNA show, is actually being able to go in the ring, and get your picture taken with a superstar, which is awesome. But anyway, also they had a little quick in the beginning of the show, a remembrance kind of thing of Randy Savage, because as you may know, unfortunately, Macho Man Randy Savage was driving his car in Florida, and I guess he had a heart attack behind the wheel and hit a tree. Unfortunately, he passed away, which that was, I was taken back, because for like the 80s and early 90s, he was one of my favorite superstars. He was amazing. I always wanted to meet him. Unfortunately now, I won't be able to, but I mean, to hear that, I was really sad to find that out. But I mean, you know, I'm glad they did that little, the 10 bell, salute or whatever they call it. I forget, but anyway, and I was surprised that, on SmackDown they didn't say anything about it, about his death, because our show was pretty much the same time that SmackDown is on, so I'm surprised they didn't say anything about it. Maybe they will on Raw tonight, but I mean, that's really, really sad that he passed away. One of the biggest superstars in WWE history and WCW. You know what I mean? That's just really sad. I don't know. I don't really know what else to say about that. But anyway, it was a great show, guys. Definitely, if you get a chance to go see TNA live, do it. It's definitely worth your money. It really is. Alright, guys. Thanks.